Hi everyone, my name is Hope from Group 15, and today I'm going to talk about the service blueprint for our design project on WholeJourney. And here's a visual of our service blueprint. I won't go into too much detail about the content, but today we're going to touch on key moments of truth, internal and external pain points, as well as future opportunities for improvement. And let's walk through four key moments of truth that define the WholeJourney experience. First is the introduction at bedside. Imagine a pediatric hospital room. A parent hears, "You're going home tomorrow." And relief sets in, but so does fear. That's when WholeJourney steps in. A nurse or specialist offers calm, compassionate guidance, not just a brochure. We also automate referrals to ensure no family is missed. Next is app onboarding. At home, that same parent is now juggling discharge instructions and meds. The app must feel like support, not another burden. That's why preferences are preloaded and setup is guided in person. The message is, "We're still here." Third is the in-home visit. A pediatric specialist arrives, not rushed, but warm and grounded. They might bring sensory kits or visual tools that make care feel manageable. These visits turn service into a relationship. And finally, closure. The child is healing, but we don't just disappear. We ask for feedback in a personalized way and follow up if needed. It's not just about metrics, it's about ending with care. And as we think about our potential clients, like parents, grandparents, and caregivers, it's important to meet them where they are. Caregivers are often overwhelmed, especially at discharge. Even downloading an app can feel like too much, especially for older or less tech-savvy family members. If we add too many steps, scheduling and checklists, things will slip away. And when they do, families might feel judged or discouraged and not supported. If the service feels impersonal or doesn't meet expectations, trust erodes very quickly. And if we request feedback but don't act on it, we risk sending the wrong message. These pain points highlight opportunities to reduce friction, design with empathy, and help families stay engaged during a stressful transition. And our team has identified three key internal pain points that could impact employee experience and service quality. First is navigator caseloads. As demand grows, we must cap and monitor workloads to preserve a personalized experience. And secondly, emotional burnout. Navigators work in emotionally intense situations. We'll address this through peer debriefs and mental health resources. And lastly, tech issues, like missed app reminders, can disrupt care. So, proactive IT maintenance and clear family communication will help maintain trust. And supporting our staff means better care for families. While our blueprint already identifies the obvious technical and procedural roadblocks, there's another layer of pain that doesn't always show up in the data, but it's deeply felt. Imagine a parent sitting alone at the kitchen table. The dishes are still in the sink. Their child, just recently diagnosed, is finally asleep after another long night of symptoms, worry, and whispered comfort. It's 10 p.m. and they finally open their inbox, hoping for some peace. But instead, it's a wall of appointment reminders, digital forms, and surveys asking how they're doing, and their heart sinks. Not because of what we're saying, but because right now, even our best intentions feel like just one more demand that they're too tired to meet. In that moment, even a well-meaning reminder can feel like one more demand. That's emotional overload and decision fatigue. It's not what we're saying, it's when and how we're saying it. Now let's spend a moment with this idea that processed feeling erodes trust. Families don't just want checklists and links, they want to feel seen. When our systems move too fast or feel too impersonal, people begin to feel like a case number instead of a parent navigating a crisis. That disconnect slowly chips away at trust. And when trust goes, so does engagement. Even the most well-designed journey can fail if people emotionally check out. On the employee side, there's a quieter pain we don't talk about enough, which is moral injury. Imagine a care navigator who knows a family needs extra time but is triple booked and racing between cases. That emotional dissonance of caring deeply but not having the time or resources to show it creates even more burnout. It leaves behind a residue and they carry that weight home. These are invisible but very real barriers. And to overcome them, we must design not just for efficiency but for grace as well. That means simplifying touch points, using empathetic timing and language, and creating room for human connection. And lastly, As we wrap up and reflect on the blueprint and journey map, several key opportunities for improvement emerge. First, we can enhance onboarding for less tech-savvy caregivers by offering simplified guides and optional phone-based setup support. Second, we see potential in using predictive data to identify families at risk of missing follow-ups so our navigators can intervene early. Third, we should explore ways to optimize navigators' scheduling and reduce delays, possibly through smart routing or capacity forecasting. And we can also expand caregiver tools like bite-sized videos and interactive FAQs to reduce confusion and increase confidence between visits. And together, these improvements ensure WholeJourney continues to adapt, scale, and stay rooted in compassion.